Testing 1, 2, just to make sure the audio levels are good. Testing 1, 2, just to make sure the audio levels are good. Yeah, perfect. And now to advertise the stream. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my computer to load so I can advertise the stream. Fortunately, my computer's being a bit slow, so we might be on an intermission screen for a little while, but that is a-okay. I hope you're all having a wonderful... Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. Tuesday morning afternoon for me, morning for some people, evening for others. I've finally got myself a new pair of earbuds that are properly functioning. I mean, they came free with the large headphones that I bought anyway, so it's like, why not? Come on, computer, I want to share this to the world, or at least to the people that I know on Discord. So those watching the playback, welcome. I'm afraid you're gonna have to probably skip ahead for a few minutes. I anticipate, like, if you fast forward by about maybe 5 minutes or so, then I'll be like fully playing, and you'll skip all the boring parts. So for those watching back, go forward by about 5 minutes, and you'll most likely, I mean, you won't miss very much if I finish in like 3 minutes. So it is a-okay. Wow, my computer is really slow this morning. I'm yeah, my channel. So I want to advertise because people don't know I'm streaming, except for like the people that are subscribed and rung the bell. But I have no idea who's done that. So I wonder if there is a way for people for people to know, like how many people have actually like rung the bell. If you can like know that information, I'm sure you could. See. Oh, I can just copy. Oh, why did I do that? No, go back. Exciting gameplay footage that you're watching. Yeah, I just made that. I made a title card just to, so it's not just a black screen. It's like, oh yeah, why is this black? Is it not working? Is my screen broken? No, it's because I'm on intermission. So I figured I'd do this instead. Also for people who stick around during the intermission, I can remind them to like and subscribe without telling them to like and subscribe, because I always forget to do that. Oh, come on. It's so slow. It's probably because I'm streaming. I'm streaming, but I can't not stream because I need the stream to run in order to get the link. Come on. Why must my life be difficult? Thankfully you can't see any of this, because this is just frustrating. Because I've got to do stuff that's administrative. There we go. Okay. Right click. Copy link. Discord channels. Go nuts. Just go one after the other. Oh, and pay attention to the message that I literally just saw. Oh my goodness, so slow. I hope the stream doesn't get laggy today. I really hope not. Why is it a 1? I've already seen that message. Okay. Jeez, this is so slow. No, not PNG. No. I want... Paste the... This thing's really dumb. Copy link. Okay, I'm just going to like... Notepad. It's like the great quick way to jot something down like super quick. Okay. Come on. Okay, that's done that. So why? Okay, that's better. Super laggy. Super lag to the rescue. I know it's like dead silence, so I'm gonna keep talking while I do very, very slow promotion. Oh goodness, why is this so... Okay, I've got the link, so I don't need it anymore, so that should save on computer bandwidth. It is so slow. Oh my goodness. Okay. La la la. I hope that... Oh, to the people who have gotten to the 5-minute mark, and I'm still doing this. Jeez, it's gonna be just me talking for... Why? Is it because I can't like pause the stream? I can stop it, but I can't pause it. But I mean, like... Okay, I'm gonna double check. Because I want to see what's actually draining my computer speed right now, because la-di-da. Da-di-la. What am I? Goodness, things are not responding. Okay, what is taking up most of my memory? It's the Euro Truck Simulator, obviously. Discord, meh. Okay, so it really is just the stream that's taking up so much of my bandwidth. Oh well. Nothing I can do about that. So it's just I'm doomed to live. Boop. And I should probably do that one too for people who aren't in it. I don't know where I would put this. I don't know, like here. I guess I really don't know where to put that. Oh, is that because I've... No, meh. And then... I guess just put that there. Okay. That's done. Don't need that no more. Alright, we can actually get to the gameplay. Oh my goodness. I'm also trying something new. I'm doing a face cam. Oh my goodness, what a concept. We're gonna try something new just to see what it's like. I'm gonna see what the quality is on my screen. Or rather on my phone screen. Okay, I see myself. Hello, people of the world. I mean, I have mine on the lowest quality setting, so I don't know what the quality is for you, because my webcam's not, it's just the built-in. Sorry, just to make sure I'm trying not crash. Okay, I'm good. And plus, like, my video is going to take up the bottom portion of the screen, so I don't have my proper GPS on. I just have the little one that you can see in the corner, like just above my face. And I need a better place to put that. I will, because I need to see. I want to see chat. Okay, I can do it there. I will hopefully be able to read chat sideways. Where am I going? I'm going left. There's nothing there. Me actually looking out my windows instead of looking at a virtual mirror. So yeah, I've decided, oh, I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. This is not the UK, this is Hungary. Hungary? Or maybe Slovakia. Or Slovenia. No, Slovakia, I was right. Let me actually just, I'm really curious. That is Slovenia, that is Austria. Okay, I am in Hungary. It's Austria, Hungary, Czechoslovakia. Okay, right. Okay, so I am in Hungary. Our plan today is to go to we'll go to Montpellier. That's our final destination, and we are planning to take the route of Austria, Italy, and then France. I'm going to be stopping at a few towns along the way just to like discover them, because in this game, the more towns you discover, the more shipping opportunities you have, especially for like long distance stuff. So and you discover recruitment agencies and trucking truck stores. So it actually opens up your avenues of opportunity to actually buy vehicles and stuff. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust this just a little bit. I just gotta wait for my delay to actually see how it looks. Because I do look a bit low. I hate these. See, even I'm hitting the sides like it's this tight. Okay, I look good. More or less. I look fine enough. Yeah, I hate those types of tight corners, especially for like longer trucks. Because you've got this really bizarre like turnaround design, especially with like a longer trailer like I'm pulling. It's been difficult to sort of maneuver while I'm staying on the road. Like basically it's either you go onto the grass, which is not good for the grass, or you basically what's the word? Like you're risking hitting the barriers, and I don't know, I just find that super annoying just to like have to go through all that and just basically, you know, making sure that you have to like take extra caution when like driving tight corners like that. So yeah. Oh, you, come on, drive faster, let's go. Move out of the way. Okay, these cars keep on like passing. I'm pulling into the lane. This truck is, I don't know how fast I'm going. I'm going like 90, and the speed limit here is 100. Okay, so I'm going 100 right now-ish. And like that truck is so slow. He's doing like maybe 80 or 70 on 100. And it's interesting because I'm so sorry for that. The phone in my house tends to occasionally ring with a bunch of annoying telemarketers. And plus, like, if someone actually calls the house, it's like I have to answer the phone. It's just like a big hassle. No, I know. I don't think it's in Canada. I don't know about other countries, but in Canada, you can actually get fined for driving too slow. Because you're like disrupting the flow of traffic. I don't know the actual like law and reasoning behind it, but it's an actual offense. If you drive too slow, then you can get ticketed. Now, like, there's obvious exceptions to like traffic jams and like accidents and stuff. Like that's a different nature. But if the roads are fine and it doesn't warrant caution, so like if the roads are wet or slick with ice, then yeah, slow down. If there's an accident, slow down. If there's traffic, you can't do anything about that, so you're going to go slow down. But in a clear road like this, and you're driving too slow, then you can actually get ticketed. So yeah, it's basically just one of those things that you have to be careful with. Oh, look at that. I think that's the proper in-game time, even though it is in military time, and it's like, ooh. Trying to figure that one out. Oh, excuse me. So I hope y'all have a very good day today. At least for those watching the playback. I have advertised on all the Discords that I'm on, and I've I don't know. Maybe today is just slow Tuesday. I mean, if no one shows up, then that's fine. At least I have content that people can watch later. So life updates. My tablet still hasn't even processed yet. I bought it December 31st. It has not even finished processing yet. Like, my credit card hasn't been charged at all, except for like the $1 eco fee that we have to pay, because like to save the planet or whatever. I don't understand. So I got charged that. And it's like, good news, it'll be delivered. I'm like, no, it's not. So I'm still waiting on the tablet. I'm still waiting for it to be shipped. It hasn't even been finished processing yet, so I don't know where it is. It could be still in the factory being made at this point, because apparently, and I have to double check this, but when I bought it, it sold out like quickly. Like, I wanted to buy the black model of the tablet, but I couldn't because it actually sold out as I was trying to buy it. That's not a smart move. Why? There should be like, this is ridiculous. Like, how are you supposed to like cut across a highway? Like, you don't have something like this in Canada. Like, that you have overpasses and underpasses and stuff. You do not have crossing highways like that. Awesome, great Canadian guy, good to see you. Yeah, feel free to lurk, feel free to do whatever. I'm just ranting about how disappointed I am with Staples, because I'm still waiting for my tablet, which has been, I've been waiting for like over 2 weeks, and it hasn't finished processing. Like, it's still processing, so I don't know if they're just out of stock or they're just, I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to be delivered by tomorrow, but they haven't updated the shipping time. Like, I would appreciate it to update on the shipping time at least, so like, if they know, okay, it's not gonna be shipped on the 16th, change the shipping date. I don't care. I knew I was gonna wait for this tablet, but like, if I'm gonna have to end up waiting up for a month, I'm like, I could have bought the same thing on Amazon for the same price, and and I would have gotten it by now. I mean, the only reason why I bought it at Staples is so my dad can get some air miles. Literally, that's the only reason why. Like, every other store sold it for the same price. It sold it the same price at Best Buy, same price at, well, actually I don't even know if Walmart carried it. Same price on Amazon, same price at like The Source, same price at Staples. Can this truck please drive faster? So yeah, that's the only reason why I actually bought it at Staples, was for the air miles. And the fact that it still hasn't shipped yet, which means either like the supply is so low. Hey, Cow Killer, what's up? I've never seen you. Yes, you have. I've done face chats before, and you've been on them, I think. I'm pretty sure you have. But I mean, I've done them so long ago that I don't even remember. I'm just testing out a new format just to see if people recept to it nicely. Although I will be honest, I literally just forgot I was on cam for a second. Because I don't see my own feed, because I don't have a fancy setup, so I don't have multiple. I was supposed to make that turn. I don't have like a fancy monitor setup. Oh, can you sorry. Okay, this car needs to like move, like big time. Okay, switch lanes. This guy does not know the concept of switching lanes. Okay, the game is gonna get loud. I do apologize. Okay, how much? I know it's not a good idea. Okay, I'm going to, what I'm gonna do, because this guy's a moron. switch lanes. There we go. That worked. That's all I need to do. I know. It's such a hassle. I really don't bother half the time. Just because it goes back, and like the thing is, it goes back so quickly. I'm just like, ugh, I can't be bothered. Also, the cam quality is really terrible, so like all of my face just kind of blends together. After lunch, enjoy your lunch. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys. You're an hour behind, so your lunch hour is literally just starting now. Yeah, I already had lunch earlier, so I'm golden. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of, like, to be honest, having to like make sure that I'm all like camera ready and stuff. I don't know, I may not do this. I don't know, I may not do this again. I may do this again if people are like, bring back the face cam, blah blah blah. Plus, like, this game sort of is one of those games that you tend to like zone out of fairly quickly, especially if you're not engaging in conversation and stuff, and I don't know, the lighting's not good, or, you know, there's a bunch of different factors. So I don't know, this is an experiment more than anything else. I need to turn on my lights, and trying to check my email while I drive. Right, I need to do that. That's just an email reminder to do something. Like, the good news is I can turn it off. If I really feel like I don't want the face cam, I can just like turn it on and off whenever I want. Like, I'll do it really quickly. This is off. You can't see me, but you can still hear me, and then there, it's back on. I hope. It's a hope. Did that work? That might not have worked. Oh no, it did work. Okay, cool. So the delay is just a big delay, so I can't really see it. So yeah, I can turn it on and off if I really wanted to. So yeah, that's sort of my experiment of the day, just to see how a cam would actually work. And I mean, like, I get for some people who like want to have that sort of setup done, but like I don't know, I don't enjoy watching myself, especially on camera, so like I don't know like how other people are going to react necessarily, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm still waiting for my tablet. It's disappointing because I want to play with it. I want to use it and be like, oh my goodness, fancy technology, and be impressed for like a month, and then get used to it. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm going to. There we go. Just squeeze right through the truck. So yeah, what else is going on in my life? Back in physiotherapy mode. That's going fairly well, so I'm pleased about that. In Canada, we accepted a Saudi refugee because she's being feared of being, I don't know if it was tortured or reprimanded or enslaved by her family or whatever. So we accepted a refugee, and I guess some people are questioning, it's like, why does she get preferential treatment because she's so quickly? And the answer is like, well, she was in like immediate danger because her passport was seized, and like she would have been sent back to Saudi Arabia where her family would have immediately tortured her. So like the fact that her passport was confiscated, I think it was a bit of a different circumstance. I can't even stay in this lane. So yeah, we accepted her into Canada fairly quickly. So yeah, it's Hold on. I need to pull over for a second. Give me a moment while I deal with some stuff. I'm still driving, even though I told my thing to stop. Okay. It's still going anyway. So yeah, I'm glad that she's in Canada and that she's safe. I'm not one of those people to like tell countries how to run their lives, because I'm not in a position to do that, but like some of Saudi Arabia's guardianship laws, the intention I think has roots of I can't even say it's good, because it's not really. I mean, like, it may be designed to like protect women from certain things, but like not allowing them to leave without the permission of a male, like that's just downright controlling women. Like that's not protection, that's control. Like I can understand like maybe underage women, like girls under 18, maybe I can sympathize with that, but even then that's a bit strict. Unless if the country's like super dangerous for women, which I mean Saudi Arabia kind of is anyway, but I feel like that just takes it too far. I mean, they only allowed them to drive like recently. It's like when Queen Elizabeth II was hosting, I can't remember if it was a Saudi official or some Middle Eastern official, and she drove a vehicle because they went to go like stalking or go for like a nature walk or something, and she drove the car. He was so nervous because women traditionally don't drive, and so and especially the head of state of a country doesn't drive. Normally she has like people to drive for her, or at least that's what they would think. So when you see, you know, the head of state of 16 different countries in the Commonwealth of the United Kingdom drive, it's like, I don't know what to do. And he's sitting in the front seat. He's not even sitting in the back. He's sitting in the front seat, in the passenger seat, and he's like, I don't know what to do. It's like, imagine if the Queen started driving you. I'd be freaking out to be like, oh my goodness, there's like, the Queen is driving. Like, ma'am, shouldn't you have someone drive for you? And she's like, oh no. She used to repair cars during the war. So she definitely knows her way around a Jeep. Even today, like, she still knows a lot of her knowledge from that time. So yeah, just seeing the way that Saudi Arabia's guardianship laws treat women, I can't justify them. You know, it's... I can understand maybe the intention was to protect women, but it goes too far. Like, they can't even get passports without the permission of their husband or their head of household. Like, that's completely ridiculous. You know, so that's why I probably will never go to Saudi Arabia. I mean, like, Saudi Arabia is not a place that I want to go to anyway. Just because I'm very Western and very not minded like they are. So yeah, I get why she wanted to flee, because it was an act of desperation, and it was a last-minute attempt to like bar herself in a hotel room in Thailand, and then her passport gets seized. Like, of course she's gonna demand, and the thing is, like, we say that Canada is the one that accepted her in. She originally reached out to the United Nations. The United Nations Human Rights Council, so the UNHRC, I don't even know what the acronym is, but it's like the United Nations was the one that rescued her from the hotel, and then Canada took her on. Like, she was originally bound for Australia. She wanted to seek refuge in Australia, but Canada stepped in and basically took her in. So that's basically what happened with her. In other news, Canadian is being sentenced to death for smuggling drugs into China. He originally was serving a 15-year sentence, and then he went to appeal it, and then they decided to put on a harsher punishment. And the harsher punishment was the death penalty, but he's now appealing that decision. And I know that China has very strict laws when it comes to drugs. I don't think the death penalty is warranted. I mean, I would be fine with the 15-year sentence, to be honest. I mean, like, why... Killing someone, yes, will deter them from smuggling drugs ever again, because they won't be able to do it, but, like, I think he's learned his lesson. I think China's using this as a fear tactic. I don't think they're gonna actually kill him. Because that would look really, really bad. Okay, can these people drive faster, please? Like, let's move. I think it's gonna look really bad on China if they do that. So I want to say that it's a fear tactic. I could be wrong, but I want to say it's a fear tactic, because to me that's something that I would do if I was if I was like China. Yeah, see, this car has the right idea. Move. Like, see, I can. That car just stopped. You all saw that car stopped in the middle of the road for no reason. Like, he's just coming along. Oh, I'm gonna pull over, and then just stops. Just stops. There's no turning, there's no nothing. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, he wasn't signaling, he just stopped. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what's my damage? Okay, I haven't damaged the goods yet, so that's fine. But, like, that's not fair. I followed the right procedures. I was following as that car did, and he just stops. I wasn't even near the car. Goodness sakes. I'm so sorry. I will have to be right back. Which you can still hear me. All right, I'm 75% back. I'm just had to deal with a bit of a, well, not a phone call, it's a text message. I have returned. Hello, boy. Get your behind back here now. Right now. Yeah, I'm back. I have returned from beyond the what's the button I need to push? There we go. I have returned. Yes, I deal with text message, so I'm all good. So yeah, I was just talking about the news in Canada. Oh, for goodness sakes. Texting and driving, not a good idea. So yeah, I've just been talking about news in Canada. Gosh darn it. Driving and reading comments. No, I didn't die. I haven't. No, I did crash earlier, but that was not my fault. A car stopped in the middle of the road for no apparent reason, and I just crashed into him because I was passing a truck that was going like 2 kilometers an hour. So, but yeah, apart from that, I haven't died. I'm still good. So yeah, I was. Goodness sakes. So what was I gonna say? So yeah, I was talking about the news in Canada. I talked about how we took in a Saudi refugee who lost her passport, or didn't lose it, got taken away. Explain that crash thing too. What crash? Oh, into the barrier? It's dark, I can't see. Done. And then I was talking about how a Canadian guy in China is sentenced to death because he smuggled drugs into China. And I think it's a fear tactic, because I don't think they'd actually kill him, because then Canada would be like, the hell you think you're doing? So I hope it's not a fear. I hope they don't kill him, because that's a bit harsh for drugs. Like, geez, definitely deterring people from not handing out drugs. And I told people about my tablet that's still not processed yet, so that's great. Gotta love waiting when I could have bought it on Amazon and got it within 2 days. Nope, I get to wait for 2 weeks. More than that actually now, because it's supposed to be delivered tomorrow and it's not being delivered tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna have to do I'm pulling into a city, that's why I'm pulling in here. So I'm visiting cities along the way. Just to see, like, because the more cities that you unlock, the more shipping opportunities you have. So like, there could be longer distances depending on just gave my what was her reaction? Was she like giddy and happy and all like, oh my goodness, you're the greatest? Or I need to know this reaction. It's such a high anticipation. I mean, if it was me, I'd be like, oh, I'd be jumping for joy. I hate it when it's so dark. I think I'm going. How much time do I have to do this job? 42, and I'll be there in 22. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep for a bit. Not like literally. In-game sleeping. First time she said, "Shut the fuck up." Oh yeah, that's the reaction that I expect. That's the reaction that I expect. Yeah, I'd be like, no way, I don't believe you, you're lying. Should I'm gonna repair the little damage I have. It's not very much, but I'll repair it anyway while I'm here. Ding ding. Servicing my vehicle. It's only 2,000 euros, so it's not that bad compared to some of the other repairables that I've had in the past. Yeah, I hate driving in the dark. Can I just... Come on, be nice to me. Thank you. Getting some rest. See, I can handle A30. See, we can see now. Hooray! Just make sure not to crash the trailer. Just keep turning. I know I'm gonna jackknife it. I know. Oh, and I want to drive into that red truck. Hold on. I told her. She's always the. She's always tomorrow as well. I mean, hey, you can get yourself one. I don't know if you have your own tablet, but I would. That way you wouldn't have to share. You each get your own. What kind of tablet did you get? Or did you get her like one of those premium style tablets, or just one of those like sort of generic, I want to say like crappy tablet, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like more of a basic tablet, I guess is the best word to describe it. Oh, excuse me. Seem to be gassy after my after eating some delicious Kolbasa sausage. Oh, you're not gonna let me discover the recruitment agency? Really? I have to actually drive in there? Yep. Wait, I can detach... no, I don't want to do that. Okay. This is... frustration to no end. I'll just pull a Yui. Yeah, she's... Oh, that works perfectly then. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's great. And she sat on your tablet. How can you sit on a tablet? Like, tablets are fairly large size. Like, it would be kind of hard to miss. Like, I've sat on my phone. Like, that I've done. And that's understandable because it's, like, small. And sometimes you get it, like... I'm really jackknifing my trailer. Come on, be nice to me. Be nice to me. Be nice to me. Yes. I mean, like, I guess if the tablet's, like, not that large, but, like, the tablet that I'm picking up is quite large. And I hope to never sit on it. I mean, I'm gonna be a lot more careful with a tablet than my phone, because I've dropped my phone plenty of times, but, like, it has the, it has a whatchamacallit, like, a case that has, like, a hardened shell. And it's also has a bit of a lip on it so that it doesn't actually, like, when it falls, the screen never touches the ground, but rather it's just the edge of the case. So she sits on anything that's behind. Sometimes. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's, that can definitely be a struggle, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm still waiting on my tablet. I'm a bit disappointed, but that's what it is. She sat next to me now, watching with me. Oh, hello. Hello. I could maybe call her Mrs. Boyley. I don't know what to I don't know what to actually call her. But Mrs. Boyley, welcome. Watching next to you. This is what I look like. Because I keep on forgetting that this face cam I literally keep on forgetting that this face cam exists, even though there's like a giant green light that sort of stares back at me. So yeah, oh shoot, I need to drive a little bit more carefully around the corners. Hopefully it comes. No, I will not be calling her that word. She is a very attractive young woman who is very lucky to have such a loving boyfriend that is you. She just said me, good. I was just about to suggest doing something like that, because you are definitely not the word that he suggested that I call you. Even though I know almost nothing about you other than the fact that you have a great accent. You deserve that one, Boyley, that's for sure. So what's the next piece of news that I should discuss? I mean, hell, I could discuss about almost anything, really. I'm still trying to get one of those new $10 banknotes that we've released in Canada with Viola Desmond on it. But I still have not managed to find one in the ATMs, because I don't usually go shopping. Like, I use cash for, like, takeout and stuff, because there's it's that in the town that I live, there's plenty of businesses that don't take, like, debit and credit cards on delivery, which really sucks. So I have to have cash on hand, but, like, the cash I'm getting at the ATMs is all, like, the normal stuff, and I'm like, I want the new ones. I can't read your comment right now because I'm turning. I'm gonna wait until it's more of a straight passage. Get through this curve. Yes, I am talking about the same person. Your girlfriend, I am sure, is a very lovely woman, very charming and beautiful, and is extremely lucky to have you. And Mrs. Boyley, you probably should hit him again. just for good measure. Shouldn't drive under influence. I'm not drunk. I may have had a bit of alcohol yesterday, but I have not had a drop of alcohol today. Plus I had so much food yesterday to mop up all that alcohol, so I didn't really I didn't really stay under the influence. I'm cutting off that car because oh shoot. No. No. Okay. I'm gonna pull a cheaty. Oh dear. Oh, I just hooray! Okay, I'm pulling a cheaty. I do apologize for what I'm about to do. I think it's this button. There we go. I pulled a cheaty. You didn't see that. As you're saying, drive under the influence. Exhibit A, crash this truck. I am getting so many messages. This is ridiculous. I'm Mr. Popular, but for all the wrong reasons. How am I doing gas? I should be fine. 3210, and I am okay. I have more than enough gas. That's fine. Told you shouldn't drive under the... I'm not under the influence of anything. I'm just they just designed their tunnels terribly in this country that I'm driving in. I believe it's Austria, because I got out of Hungary a while ago, and considering them seeing size for Italian, I think I'm in Austria. Oh, okay, I have to take the turn here. Taking the turn to Klagenfurt. Klagenfurt? I don't know what these places are. I can't read your comment, Boily. It's... I'm taking a turn. I'll read your comment once I'm through to the other side. Also, your girlfriend gets to see how great of a driver I am. Okay, straight section. I'm just gonna say, God, put that truck on the right side. I'm trying to think. There are squirrels in Europe, right? Or at least in Austria. I don't know about. I know there's like squirrels in North America, and I know squirrels in the UK, but like I don't know if I've ever seen like a squirrel in like. Well, I've never been to Austria, but like even in Italy, I've never seen like a squirrel. I don't think. I'm pretty sure they have squirrels. I don't know. But yeah, no. I'm usually I say I'm usually better than this, and then you refer to all my previous live streams and you will see how much of a terrible driver I really am. Yeah, Klagenfurt, Worthlesse. I can't speak German. I apologize to any German speakers. I don't speak German. Je parle en français. Je parle en français. Mais mon vocabulaire c'est très limité, simply just because my education was so limited in French, and I just lost it for... Oh, I need to turn here. Okay, never mind. You a better driver than me. I normally use people's backyards as a shortcut. Yeah, we have squirrel. I mean, I've done... What game did I do that in? I did that in, like, The Simpsons Hit and Run, I think it's called. I think it was called The Simpsons Hit and Run, yeah. Where you can, like, drive through people's through backyards. Drive through people's shortcuts as backyards. No, drive through people's backyards as shortcuts. I've done that plenty of times, but not on this website. Not on this game. Don't... No, I'm reading comments. I just need to read them sort of sideways because my phone's charging and I can't prop it up properly. So I have to, like, twist my neck. Oh my goodness. Doing a full-on U-turn. What am I doing? I'm not pulling into there. Pulling through this intersection, ignoring the red light. Because there's no one here. Okay, there's that car, but that doesn't count. I love some. Yeah, I played that as a child. I don't remember if I actually completed the last level, because that's like one of the most difficult. At least I thought it was the most difficult levels that I had ever encountered in a video game. We had to like drive the nuclear waste, and I hate that like the last 3 missions were identical, except they added like little bits and spurts of different things to like make it seem interesting. But like the last mission was the same thing. Like that was lame. I'm trying to think. I don't remember if I think I might have done the like somehow managed to do the last level. I think. Or if I didn't, I just ended up using cheat codes to make myself immune to damage or whatever. I need to slow down because I'm not comfortable. So road which is basically. Yeah, I have that one too. Simpsons Road Rage. I have that game as well. I think I rented it once from Blockbuster back when Blockbuster was a thing, and then I liked it so much that I just bought it from a store once. Oh, come on. You see, this is a problem. I can't just turn onto the highway because the highway is so fast-paced. I don't remember if I completed Road Rage or not. I don't think I did. I enjoyed it, but I don't think I actually completed it. But I mean, I have it on the original Xbox, and I've misplaced my power cord for the original Xbox, so I can't even use it. And also the power button doesn't work. I have to push the eject button in order to turn it on, and then I can't turn it off. Like I have to unplug it. But I don't know where the power cable is, because stupid me, if I remember correctly, I separated all the power cords, so I like organized the power cords, but I put it in a box, but I don't remember what box I put it in. And this was like years ago, so like I'm sure the power cable is somewhere, and if I plugged it back in, my Xbox would work fine. Can't reach comment because I'm turning. Lost all 9. Lost all 9 when we had it clear, so I'm trying to get them all again, and I completed both games. Shame we don't live close. I mean, I can live without a functioning power button, because like the eject button just turns it on for me. And then just unplugging it would be fine for me. But I mean, I don't even know where my power cable is. I know I have the power cable. I didn't throw it out. That would have been the dumbest thing, and I wouldn't have done that. But it's somewhere, and I just need to find it. But there's like a bunch of stuff. We have like 2.5 houses worth of stuff in our house right now. Like it's absolutely insane how much crap we've been hoarding. Like, plus like yeah, like we have my home stuff from when I was in when I lived up in north of Toronto. I have my stuff from university that I've been lugging back and forth. Like I gained a couch. So I gained a couch that I ended up paying like I think $16 for or something, because we bought it. Me and my 2 roommates bought it 3 ways, but then we just they just gave me their shares because they didn't want to bother getting money for it or something. I have a PS2 Slim but can't find the power cable. It's different from the fat version, so oh, that sucks. You figured they would make like universal parts for that sort of thing, because like it would be easier to like get replacement parts, but I guess they need to make money. Yeah, I know, it's one of those like IKEA couches. So it's not like it's a plush, fancy, like amazing couch. Like it's a very thin, basic couch. But I mean, like it's mine now, so if I ever own a home, then I have at least a piece of furniture that I can call my own. So yeah, and I mean, I got it on the cheap, and I mean, I did use it when I was in Ottawa. It was very well used. So I was very pleased. And then I also got a couple of Star Wars movie posters, I think, from my roommate, who just didn't want them anymore. So he just because he moved to the UK to do teaching, I think. So yeah, it's funny. I've had 3 roommates that have now moved to the United Kingdom. One to pursue a law degree, which I think he has now. One to teach, and one as a punishment because he failed all his classes, so his parents sent him to the UK. I'm gonna get an HDMI converter and splitter so I can play all of my retro console without having to unplug. Yeah, that's another pain. It's like if the TV has the yellow, red, white cable combination. I don't know what you actually call, like RCA, I think it's called. And then you have like HDMI, need to get like one of those converters to like split it properly. Yeah, that can be a real pain. So yeah, I definitely understand the desire for that. I am crossing from Austria, l'Autriche to Italy, Italia. Yay! I'm in Italy. I'm in a country that I've been in. Not in this section though. I think I get close to Milan, and I stopped there briefly. I can't reach comment cause it's the turn. Tell me who they are, and I interrogate all for no apparent reason. Wait, what? Tell me who they are, and I interrogate. What, am I telling you to interrogate someone? My roommates, maybe? I don't know. Oh, my roommate. I mean, and it's interesting, most of my roommates are like international people. I had one from, originally from Iraq. Problem is my phone is frozen, so I can't tell if I'm actually... Okay, I'm back. So I had one roommate from Romania originally. His parents were super nice to me, and they were all like, "You need to follow his example more." And you know, he's such a nice roommate, such a kind roommate, blah blah. Like, they loved me. It was nuts. I had one guy who was from Toronto, but he was Jewish, and he did inspections for like factories and stuff. He's really cool. One guy from Iraq, and he studied in Dubai. I think he's either still in Canada or he went back to Dubai at some point. I had one roommate from Hong Kong. Oh, he's from Toronto, but his parents are from Hong Kong. I had one student from, I think it was Nigeria. Oh, what's the traffic jam? Hey, Pent, what's wrong with you, dude? Your memory is missed. You can't form sentences. You know that I can't speak the English language well. It's my hidden shame. I'm preoccupied with trying not to crash, and I'm also listening to... I think my mother's arriving back from doing groceries, so I'm listening to that at the same time. Yeah, she's just arriving now, so I have to speed this up a bit. Like, this genuinely feels like real life, because I'm just like literally just waiting in line to like actually get through a toll booth. This is one of the things I hate about toll booths, is basically just like having to wait in line, having to like... I can speak broken English after a few trains. I know, right? I'm basically the exact same way as like... I mean, like, I don't know, I've never had like that many drinks to be speaking broken English. I just can't speak English to begin with, because I lose my train of thought, because I'm trying to not crash my vehicle, or I'm trying to read chat sideways, or any number of different reasons. But yeah, it's that's me when I'm hungry and there's... I know, like, I'm just driving along the highway and all of a sudden there's just like slow down. I'm like, oh, like, okay. This is interesting. Like, I don't know, I get toll booths, I get why people have to like pay for roads and stuff, but like, come on, like, let's just move forward, people. Like, I don't got all day. I got places to be. I gotta get to Montpellier fairly quickly. I just realized I still have my lights on. I have to get to Montpellier fairly quickly, and I'm just in... Oh, engine malfunction. What? Oh, because of the crash that I had earlier. 12%. Why am I getting a crashing notice on... at 12%. Like, normally my engine stops working around 20%. Why? Oh, I can't go that way? I can't go that way. I was about to just drive straight. Oh, come on. Go faster. Like, see, the limit's 130. I'm going 60. Like, this is ridiculous. Must see someone checking their Facebook holding everyone. I don't. Is Facebook popular with Europeans? I mean, it's a different question, I guess, for British people, because, like, Britain doesn't want to classify themselves as European. They always say, oh, Europe wants to do this, Europe wants to do that. It's like, you are a part of Europe. It's like, you might not be part of the continent, but you are part of the continental shelf that is Europe. But I don't know if Facebook, like, social media is big with Europeans. Like, I imagine they must have, like, a following of some kind. But I don't know. I'm possibly, or just really incompetent driving. I know that in Italy they're very laid back when it comes to like schedules and things like that. So like in Germany and in like the Benelux countries, they're very much like trains are on time or early, and in Italy trains are like late, and that's just a fact. Buses were even late, and that's just a fact. Yeah, they don't get off the thing uploads pointless. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Sorry guys, just give me one. Okay, I have, hopefully I pushed those buttons correctly. I have returned. Yay! How much of a delay am I on? Geez, I'm on a pretty big, am I? Oh geez, I'm on a delay myself. I'm on a huge delay on myself, that's why I can't even see anything. I just want to make sure that it actually, hopefully that works. You disappeared. Yes, I was supposed to disappear for a few seconds. That was supposed to happen. I was given a message that some individual has arrived back from their shopping, so I needed to say a quick hello. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. I can actually turn my face cam like on, off, or off, on. There we go. So you can see me flashing in the corner of the screen once my delay catches up. Boom, boom. The beauty of hotkeys. But yes, I have returned. I hope you didn't miss me too much. But yeah, it's been an interesting week for Canada, especially since China hates us now, even though it's the US that started it all. Why is it always Americans that always start the trouble? It's always the Americans. No offense to any Americans that are watching. It's your government that causes all this mess, it's not you guys. Don't start. Trust me, the only thing that you're going to be seeing is this face and my t-shirt and the guff that's behind me. Trust me, I make sure that I'm tasteful for the camera. Nothing that's not PG. Everything's PG. Everything's G technically, except for except for the words that I use. But the visuals are definitely G. Venezia, I don't even know where I am. I'm stopping again for another Italian town, and I'm also gonna repair my truck, because I don't want another engine malfunction again. So I am arriving in some form of Italian town that I don't know the name of, and I don't even probably know how to pronounce it. Americans do it for freedom. Venezia. I'm probably pronouncing that really wrong. Do it for freedom. Remember, yet the American people don't really get a say. Yeah, exactly. Their politicians are elected by less than majority. Oh, it's Venice. Not okay. This is Venice. That's why I always disliked about first past the post, because like a politician could technically get by with like less than half the vote. So like if there's like 7 candidates running, and it's first past the post, so it's the one with the largest percentage, some person can win like a quarter of the vote and still get in. So that means that 75% of the people didn't want you, but yet you're still elected. Like, that's insane that that's possible. You know, even the presidential election where, you know, Trump got the most electoral votes, but Clinton got the popular vote. By not even just by like a few thousand, but like a few million. Like, that's mind-blowing. You know, and it's just like, and then when he goes off and says there's millions of people that voted illegally, it's like, no. There's no evidence to support that. But I mean, our system in Canada isn't even perfect either, because we have a parliamentary system, like sort of like the British, where we have like members of parliament representing geographic districts, and the party with the most members of parliament gains the control of the House of Commons, what we call it. Oh goody, there is a place for me to repair my truck again. After that unfortunate mishap of hopping over a curb in a tunnel in Austria. Oh yeah, I'm still on camera, so I can't exactly just go, 6,000, well, that's fine. You might as well put a pit bull in charge of the house. Yeah, I know, with the way that Theresa May is running things, I mean, like, she doesn't have control over her own party, let alone the House of Commons. Like, first off, she wanted a minority government, which in the UK is illegal. You can't have that. In Canada, you can, but not in America, not in the United Kingdom. That truck is going to pay for those damages. So yeah, she's not even really Prime Minister. She's like on the beck and call of the DUP, which is a unionist party in Northern Ireland. And then you might be seeing my Discord notifications. I do apologize if that is the case. I'm just gonna find out in about 2 seconds. Yep, you're about, okay, you do see my Discord notification, so please disregard that. I'll have to figure out how to turn that. Yeah, if that becomes a problem, then I'll just go on intermission and turn it off manually. Turn back and miss that guy. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back and mess up the guy because I have things to do, so he's not worth my time. But no, like, Theresa May is not the right not even Prime Minister. Like, she's just a lady who's the face of the party that technically in power, but she's not even in power. And what's worse is that this Brexit vote that's going on today is going to be defeated. She can't even get her own deal through the House because her own, like, half of her party doesn't even want it. And she's like, oh, if you don't vote for my deal, you're going to vote for catastrophe and you're voting against the people. My deal's the only deal. I'm like, that's something a dictator would say. You know, that's something that, like, a tyrannical piece of whatever is going to say. You know, when the Prime Minister says, back my deal or else, like, that's a threat. That's literally using fear and threats to try and get your way. Like, that's unacceptable as a Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Like, in no way is that right. So, like, you know, Theresa May can't even control her own party. She can't even, like, get more. So she had 2/3 of her party have confidence in her. So that means that 1/3 of her party doesn't even have confidence in her. That's a huge amount. Like, if it was like 5 people, you know, whatever, those 5 people are probably stupid. But like, when 1/3 of your party doesn't have confidence in you, that's a huge number. That's a really, really big number to be making. And funny enough, Margaret Thatcher had less of a percentage of her MPs have confidence in her, and she resigned. Or no, more, sorry, not less, more. I think. I don't know, it's bizarre. Just... And then, like, Theresa May just sounds... She's a really creepy old woman who just seems very intimidating and is just sort of like, ugh. I mean, like, I don't know. And she's all very, like, pompous and arrogant and just pitch for if they're ready. I wouldn't blame the people for doing something like that. I mean, they're protesting in front of Westminster, and she deserves it. And she's in one of the interviews, she was asked, "What is the naughtiest thing you've ever done?" And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, I got drunk and did you know, something stupid," or "Oh, I tried to pull a prank on a cop." You know, something, you know, that would be normal for teenagers to do. Her response is, "Oh, I ran through a field of wheat." And the farmers weren't too happy about that. I mean, like, I've done stupider stuff than that. You know, like, come on. Running through a field of wheat, that, oh, call the police, throw her in jail. Such a menace to society. Like, come on. She's so, like, privileged. And I mean, like, even her accent's very posh. At least to someone like myself who doesn't have a British accent. She sounds so posh and, like, "Oh, I'm so better than you," and whatever. Damn rebel. I know. Running through a field of wheat, how dare she? Ugh. I don't know. I don't know how you guys elected a rebel as prime minister, but ugh. I don't know. I'd love her just to go. You know, just to leave and never come back, but I don't think she's gonna like, the thing is, they can't challenge her leadership of the party for another year, so they can't have a vote of no confidence within her party. They can't have a vote of no confidence in the government, which would trigger an election, which would be terrible, because not only is Brexit less than like 9 weeks away, and having a general election in that time is just it's not going to work. As a British person, I can say, "Come on, then, you C words," and make it sound good. Yeah, I know. Like, I can't do that without, like, trying to sound, like, extremely fake. I'm going around this car. Nope. Let me through. Thank you. But I mean, like, she's not even in power. Like, she can't control the government. She can't control her own party. Like, she can't get anything done. Like, and on top of that, she's in contempt of Parliament because she said, "Oh, I'm gonna vote. Let people vote on my deal," and then she says, "Oh wait, never mind, because it's gonna fail. I'm gonna need more time." I'm like, your deal's gonna fail whether you give it like 3 weeks or 3 months. You know, like, it wasn't. She knew her deal was going to fail. Like, at what point do you say to yourself, like, "What am I doing?" when you know that the deal that you supposedly worked on for 2.5 years, that's all you come up with? Like, and deal in general, like, I'm gonna admit I haven't read the deal. I think something like over 500 pages. Like, I'm not gonna take the time to read a 500-page agreement. I'm sorry. That's what MPs are for. But, like, come on, like, the key points is, like, the whole Irish backstop thing, which I think you're sacrificing part of your country to keep the peace on a temporary basis. I'd technically be okay. So, like, if we had to cut off, like, the maritime provinces from the rest of the country because, you know, the United States would have a problem with it or something. For a temporary thing, in order to maintain peace, I would probably hesitantly say yes to that. Now, granted, it's not like we're cutting off, and actually it's the other way around, technically. You're not even cutting off Northern Ireland from the United Kingdom, you're letting them stay within the EU. So, like, I don't understand what the real issue is, but I'm just hoping that it's, like, I would prefer, if I had things my way, I would just unify the island of Ireland, you know, just say, sod off to the Unionists, give the rest of Ireland back to Ireland, and just be done with it, because, you know, if you want to be part of the UK, go move to Wales. go move to Scotland, although Scotland's probably going to leave anyway. Move to England. Move to the Isle of Man. They need people, probably. And I anticipate if no deal gets through, Scotland will leave within 2 years. I'm almost certain of it. They're going to have an independence referendum. They're going to vote leave. Now, granted, the government might try to stop them and make it longer than 2 years, but they're going to have a referendum within 2 years, and they're going to vote leave. I'm almost certain, because the only reason why they stayed in the UK was because they're going to stay in the EU, and now that they're not staying, Scotland leaving. I mean, I honestly think it's going to happen with the way that Brexit's being handled right now. If they do leave the EU without a proper deal, I think Scotland will leave. I think there's going to be enough of the population who wanted to stay within the EU but couldn't, and it's just it's going to be now again, I'm on the fence when it comes to Scottish independence, because I see the way that Westminster treats Scotland a lot, and it's not great, but I want to make sure that Scotland survives and not just crashes out of, you know, a British economy because they wanted independence. You know, like, Scotland would have to be a member of the EU in order to survive properly, in my opinion. I really do think that there's just cause for concern when it comes to the Scottish independent movement. I really think that their position, especially on Brexit, has been largely ignored by Westminster, I feel. And I don't know, especially as someone who would like to live in Scotland, but who also wants to stay in the EU, you know, therein lies the problem of, you know, there's going to be challenges with Scottish goods and all that sort of thing, and I don't know, I really do, I would not be surprised if this was going to be the breakup of the United Kingdom and it will turn into like the United Kingdom of England and Wales. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. And like, I would prefer Scotland to remain the kingdom. I don't want it to turn into a republic, because I don't know, Scotland as a kingdom is like magical, but just I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, I'm starting to get a bit sore. How far do I have left to go? 800 kilometers, yay. I think once I actually get to Milan, because I don't know how long I've been streaming for, probably a bit over an hour. Once I get to once I hit to Montpellier, then I'll cut it, but I still got like 700 kilometers to go, so it's still a while. I've been waiting for shit to turn south. Honestly, me as well. At this point, Boily, I'm sick and tired of trying to save England from itself. Trailer damage from what? I didn't crash into anything. I'm waiting for England just to explode in self-destruct. I'm waiting for the UK to self-destruct at this point, because I'm seeing the way they're functioning, and it's gonna chaos will reign upon March the 30th. Release. I don't blame you. Honestly, I don't blame you at all. I can't officially encourage you to engage in civil unrest, but I will unofficially say go for it. Because England deserves it after voting to leave one of the best economic blocs they will ever be a part of, because they think, oh, we're going to trade with the Commonwealth. Come on, the Commonwealth is not, it's not dead, but it's dead. It's just a social club at this point. There's no real benefit. I mean, like, sure, Canada's in there and it's like really powerful, and Australia's in there and that's really powerful, but like, come on, really? The Commonwealth is the homage to the Empire, and that was one of the original reasons why they didn't want to join this whole Federation of Europe, because they thought, oh, we have the Empire, we're strong enough. You know, it's more bloody English arrogance, thinking, oh, we have the greatest empire in the world, we'll be economically fine. And then once the empire starts falling apart, then they go crying to the EU, saying, please let us join, please let us join. and then they join, and then now they vote to leave because, oh, we don't have control over our own borders and our own government. I'm like, excuse me, here are some evidences to the contrary. Like, A, you're not part of Schengen, so you're not part of the whole, like, free travel with foreigners. You said it more. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're not part of Schengen, so you do not have free control. As a Canadian, I can't enter the United Kingdom whenever I want. I had to have my passport stamped. So yes, you do have control over your own border. Granted, you can't control over French citizens or Polish citizens, but that's not the people you're trying to control it from anyways. So, like, come on, that's not an excuse. B, you're not part of the euro. You don't have to conform your currency to the European currency. You have the British pound, which you control. So that's not an excuse either. Oh, we need more say over our laws. Like, okay, I will admit that sometimes the EU can go a bit overboard with their bureaucracy. Trust me, they can get a bit loopy when it comes to, like, regulations of certain things, but, like, come on. That's nonsense. Like, you have British Parliament, you pass your own local laws, like, come on. Yeah, and plus, like, are EU laws that bad? Like, they're not that bad. Plus, as a member of the EU, you get a say over those laws. You know, you're not like Norway or Iceland or Liechtenstein or Switzerland, where they basically have to sit there and take the laws that are given. You get a voice on the table, a pretty powerful voice, because the United Kingdom is a large enough superpower to actually have influence over laws. So you say, oh, we don't have control over our laws. Yes, you do. You have a pretty big booming voice that if you wanted to use it to, like, stop a law, you could probably get it done. I'm off. Yeah, okay, have a great day, Boily. Thanks so much for stopping by the stream. Remember to like, and you already subscribed, so I don't have to worry about saying that to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please say a hearty hello, goodbye to your missus, and thank her for watching for whatever amount of time that she watched, and tell her that I hope that she has a great day as well. I crashed again. That's fine. And then, like, some of the Brexiteers are like, oh, you know, immigrants are stealing our jobs. I'm like, where have I heard that sappy story before? Like, welcome to America. Immigrants are not stealing your jobs. You're just not qualified enough to have your jobs. I don't know. And it's like, oh, you know, saying, all done. All right, chat later. Oh yeah, no, immigrants are getting, like, free houses as soon as they come in. That's not the case. You know, that's not the case. They have to go through a lengthy immigration process, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, let's fund our NHS with that 350 million pounds we send to the EU. It's like, that's not exactly gonna happen. And they use, like, a lot of fear talks, and it's just like, yeah. I mean, like, and I'm sort of almost wishing that France would just continue to veto the UK's membership, because I knew that they would just end up screwing it over by the end. I've been streaming for a while now, and I'm starting to get a bit kind of bleh, and I don't want to necessarily, I just need to check the map for a second. I want to see how far I actually am. Like, am I close to France? Where am I? Where am I? It's quite a way to go, unfortunately. Like, I've traveled from, like, there all the way to there, and I've still got quite a bit of ways, and I've been streaming for goodness knows how long. It says 62 minutes, so I've only been doing this for an hour? Really? I'm gonna double check that, because I don't believe it. 84 minutes, that's much better. 84 minutes ago, so that would be an hour and 20-ish minutes. Yeah, normally I go for an hour and a half. I mean, I could try driving to the French border, but that's still a bit far, especially with, like, all those toll booths and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream because I need to, like, stretch. I need to do stuff, and I don't want to, like, leave you guys on intermission forever. So yeah, I'm gonna just, I do apologize for cutting it a bit short, but I'm going to head off, take a very long break. I don't know if I'm going to be coming back or not. But I'm just gonna end here. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone that stopped by. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I don't know if I'll be doing the webcam thing again, but if I do, you know, then I may be continuing experiments and stuff. If not, then it'll just be going back to the plain old format. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, and have yourself a wonderful day.